What's up, guys? Welcome back to Healthy Recipe. We're going to be making grass-fed ribeye steak today. We're going to pair it up with some cauliflower mashed potatoes. We have some mushrooms that we're also going to use and some onions to put over the steak. And we're going to make a nice gravy, beef gravy for the cauliflower mashed potato. It's going to be really delicious and well put together as always. So let's get right to work. Okay, so this is what we're working with for ingredients today. I have here some fresh thyme from my garden that I picked this morning. I have probably about 2 cups of white button mushrooms sliced. I have 2 10-ounce ribeye steaks from Straw's grass-fed beef company. These are grass-fed and grass-finished. Sometimes some of these companies, they say grass-fed beef, but they're actually finished with grain, which kind of reduces the quality of the omega-3s in the beef. So these are actually fed grass all the way through. I just ordered a box of meat from these guys. This is the first steaks that I'm trying. So we'll see how they taste and how they are, the quality. I'll let you guys know. I also have a half a head of cauliflower, probably a little bit more than a half a head, that we're going to be using for the mash. Garlic salt, about 3 tablespoons or so of butter. I have 1 tablespoon of organic flour, and this is what we're going to be using to make our gravy, our beef gravy that we're going to get from the renderings of the pan. We're going to get some of that nice grass-fed beef flavor, and we're going to use a little bit of water. We're going to make a nice beef gravy to go over the cauliflower mash. I have 3 cloves of garlic. I have about 2 tablespoons or so, actually about 2 ounces of cream, and some sliced white onions that I will be using also for the steak. And that's really about it. Okay, so first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna get our cauliflower in the hot water, get it cooked. And basically I just broke it down to pieces. I'm using pretty much all of it, except for like that big stem. So we're gonna let this cook for about 10 to 15 minutes. Alright, so now that our cauliflower is cooking, we're gonna go ahead and get started on our steaks. First thing we're gonna do, we're gonna drop about a tablespoon of butter in our pan on high heat. So we're gonna go ahead and melt our butter, and I'm gonna drop these cloves of smashed garlic just to flavor the butter. And we're also gonna drop our thyme in, give it a little bit of flavor. Now we're gonna put in our beautiful grass-fed ribeye. This smells amazing already. The butter with the garlic and the thyme already cooking. Smells incredible. Actually gonna add some salt. I almost forgot to add salt. Go ahead and add a little bit of salt. Look at that beautiful crust already on the steak. Alright, so now that's going on. We're going to go ahead and go over to a food processor and get our mash going. First I'm going to go ahead and drop the onions, and I gotta use all the mushrooms, probably about half the mushrooms. Get these guys going. Gonna lower the heat to medium and let them sweat a little bit in there while we do our mash. Alright, so now that our cauliflower is done, I'm gonna go ahead and put it in here in the processor. Get it going. Gonna go ahead and add about 2 or 3 tablespoons of butter, our cream, and some garlic salt. If you don't like, garlicky mashed potatoes, you can just use regular salt and pepper. I just like that garlic flavor in my cauliflower mash or mashed potatoes. Alright, so what we're going to do here is basically we're going to make a slurry with this flour. I'm going to add a little bit of water. Then mix it. And basically, this is what we're going to be using to on our render pan with the beef fat and the butter, to create our beef gravy to go over the mash. So this is good. Now we're gonna bring it over to the pan and go ahead and make our gravy. Okay, so I have this pan now medium low, and I'm basically just gonna go ahead and add this. And this is gonna become our beef gravy. You see it's thickening already. I'm going to add a little bit more water to it. And you can pretty much thin this out or make it thicker if you want. You can give me more water. Like fill it up. This is gonna have all that flavor from the garlic, the grass-fed beef, the mushrooms, the onions. Just get it to the desired thickness that you want it. Then we're ready to go. I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit of Worcestershire sauce to it. It's because I have it on hand and I really like this stuff. About a teaspoon or so. That's pretty much where I want it. So now, all we gotta do is just basically plate. I'm just gonna bring over our smothered steak. And that's about a medium to medium rare. We're gonna go ahead and Put our mash on the plate. Now we're gonna put our beautiful beef gravy on the mash. And we're ready to eat. Alright guys, so there it is. There is my grass-fed ribeye steak with cauliflower mashed potatoes and gravy. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Remember to give us a thumbs up if you really liked it, and subscribe if you haven't already. I'll see you guys really soon on the next one. Okay, so we're gonna give this a taste, see how it turned out. I'm gonna taste the beef first. Nice medium rare, came out perfect. I have eaten quite a bit of grass-fed beef in the past, and conventional beef too, but I can tell you that this beef right here, it has such a really good taste. It's super tender. It doesn't have, sometimes when you get grass-fed beef, it's got a little bit of a gaminess to it that some people don't really like. It's a little bit too strong for them. This is just really flavorful, tender. I mean, it just melts in your mouth. It doesn't have that gaminess that I've had before. Guys, if you want to experience some incredible grass-fed beef, give these guys a try. I mean, this stuff is honestly got to be the best tasting grass-fed beef I ever had. I can't wait to try the other cuts of meat.